Hello and welcome to another update video about Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu, I made an update video when we were at around 28 cents and I said I'd be extremely careful based on market cap and also that we had reached a very overextended level. Now that was around the 7th of October, I think I did that video. And yeah, since then we actually didn't move up further. There was a bit of a peak here, but since then we've really only moved sideways. So indicating that, yeah, we were really overheated. The market needed to cool down. What we see now is that we've been moving sideways and we've now had another jump as we pretty much touched the 20-day moving average, that blue-green line here. So we want to do a brief technical analysis, but what I also want to do with you is have a look at some on-chain data and talk about where we could be heading really. So for me, you know, Shiba Inu, as I said, I did sell some along the way. I bought them when they were at around 8 cents, just sort of to hold them and just for pure speculation. I mean, yes, the project has some potential, right? I agree, but it still generally is still a meme coin for me. And I know there are a lot of people who love Shiba Inu and that's fine, but it's always, you know, I bought it for these moves. I bought it for these moves because I know with these coins, some unpredictable moves can just happen and then people are jumping on it. And that's fine. Then I did some dollar cost averaging out along the way and still keep some to ride to the end. Okay, so that's just my personal strategy. So what we did here, a bit of a bull flag here, so came all the way up, moved sideways in this channel, pretty much even an ascending triangle, so indicating that we could really break to the upside, which we did. On top of that, which is very nice actually to see that the 20-day moving average came up and provided some close support here. So when that moment happened, we actually broke out. So we had that ascending triangle plus the 20-day moving average, which is really useful. Overall, over that time, the price already came down into the less than the overbought range. So we have enough scope again to move a little bit to the upside. Now, we don't have as much space anymore as we had when we came from down here, because now we start at a higher level at 65. So we are really high on the RSI. I mean, look at where historically we've never been that high. Yeah, like here and that recent pump. So of course we had to cool down. Now we start on a higher level again. So I don't know how long that can go on for. So I just want to talk about, you know, main resistance levels that are coming up now, and we get to that in a minute. Also by market cap, how high can we really go? And why is that pump actually coming now? I think it's coming because there are rumors that first of all, Shiba Inu I think will be listed on Robinhood. Now that could be very valid. I mean, I think it's listed on eToro already, or was it Dogecoin? But this is certainly a possibility, which obviously sparks rumors. But in this case, I mean, for me, that smells a lot like buy the rumors, sell the news. Okay, I mean, if Cardano was buy the rumors, sell the news ahead of the summit, this is big time. Yeah, so be careful. Getting in now is extremely risky. Yeah, it's just risky. Yeah, I think, and the reward, the potential reward will be quite small compared to the risk, I think, that we've got here. And you can disagree, that's fine. I know I'll get a lot of dislikes just by mentioning that. So that's just what it is. Obviously, we made a bearish cross here on the MACD. Now we're on our way up again, which indicates, you know, we've basically made a turnaround here. So yes, we continue our way up, and this was a buy signal as well. And the MACD, which is always interesting, the MACD sometimes really predicts further price moves. So here with the MACD, we had that buy signal, and since then we've been moving up. Yeah, and this is on the daily, by the way. So how far can we really go? I mean, if we take a look at where we currently are with around this weird number here with 39.27 with 4 zeros, yeah, in front of it. Looking at market cap, I mean, we are already number 13 by market cap. I did say before when we were at around 28 cents that I think, you know, we could maybe get a 3x out of here. But that risk for me to get into the market then at that point is just too high compared to the reward. I mean, a 3x you will get with most other cryptocurrencies as well, like Harmony One probably, you know, Coty, and these have more solid fundamentals and a more solid use case that also will appeal to more people. So going into Shiba now, I mean, it's fun, but also you have the risk that by market cap, you're just limited. I mean, look at the market cap now with 15 billion, right? So even if you go to a 30 billion, which is a 2x, I mean, that will take you nearly into the top 10. I mean, take another 15 billion on top of it, which will take you to 45. I mean, do you really think it will get above Polkadot? Really? I mean, Dogecoin is already there, to be honest. I think it probably has the potential actually to get to that level maybe, but that's the 3x then. So do you really think, if we talk about 4x, do you really think it will get to Solana? No way. I mean, I don't think you will ever see it here in this sort of top 7, top 6, top 5. And I could be wrong, you know, the crypto market is doing incredible things at some point, but I think it would just be absolute crazy. And that's why, again, everything is possible, but the risk for me there is just too high compared to the potential reward. Yeah, that's just what I try to communicate here. And let's just look at some on-chain metrics. So here on Into the Blog, some of the on-chain data, you can actually see that there are there's actually 47 addresses who are not in profit. Most people are in profit. 99.99% are actually in profit. Apparently a few people bought even at a higher price, up to 0.00067 cents. All right. So there are these people who are just holding on to it. You can see it on this chart as well. On the right-hand side, there are still these people who've held throughout. Apparently they bought at some point here. I don't know how that works. I don't know how accurate that actually is, because I wasn't aware that we were ever at this price, but apparently. So you can see that a few people are still in the loss. So getting to these levels here between 39 and 71. Imagine that number with 4 zeros in front of it. Okay. These people, there will be some resistance in terms of number of addresses. So what we can certainly also see, and that it's just what concerns me a little bit, that it is a pump and dump coin where you don't have a lot of decentralization. So you see the whale volume here. I mean, this is 70% of addresses are actually whales, or 71% of SHIB is actually in the hand of whales, which means that these people hold more than 1%. And you can see that, whoops, just this. So it just means that a whale is an address that owns more than 1% of the circulating supply. And apparently, yeah, you've got 70% of whales here, and you've got 20.5% of retail investors, which is basically you and me, basically, unless you are a whale who's watching this at the moment. And then you've got the investors, which are basically in the middle of that. So investors are holding between 0.1% and 1% of SHIB, of the circulating supply, and retail investors hold less than 0.1%. So there's also, you can see the hodlers. There's never been that many hodlers, but really, I think because SHIB was only launched last year, I think, you only have like, yeah, you obviously only have 4 months of data here, because it starts like hodlers are who have held this coin for more than a year. So obviously it's going up now. People are holding because people are in profit. That's what it is. Most people are in profit. They have no pressure of selling, but there will be a lot of selling going on at the peak. I think people expect a peak. And you could even expect that, you know, shortly after that Robinhood listing is announced. If it will be announced, I think there might be another pump, maybe, you know, maybe to something like, as I said, from here, maybe a 2x, maybe even a 3x. Maybe we even see that number with only 3 zeros in front of it is a 1 with 3 zeros in front of it, right? So 1, whatever it is, a fraction of a cent. And there you go. So just wanted to talk about that, what I think is realistic. I mean, I think we could get to 0.00100 potentially in a huge pump, but the likelihood is that we won't get above maybe 0.00070 or something, because that is where that everybody would be in profit, right? That is like that number where people could, yeah, from which people could then start selling and at least break even, yeah. But yeah, there is, you know, do we drop once more to that level? I'm not sure, but historically we've seen after each of these pumps, we've actually stayed at a higher level. So if we come down after this blow off top, I mean, in my view, there will be one. Maybe you disagree, but if we come down strongly again, maybe we'll stop at a higher level then, you know, not go back down to this it's not 8 cents, you know what I mean, to this low level. We'll maybe end up somewhere higher. So yeah, I mean, there's not much more you can say about that because you can use the moving averages here, which really provide support here. But because this is really controlled by whale addresses, and these huge transactions, when they happen, generally, historically, a price increase has followed. So you see this out of the norm price jump in volume. After that, you had these massive price increases, right? So this has really fueled further price increase. Even now, there was a more than average in the last few days, more than average volume, and now it's sparking some price increases. But we're also facing some resistance already. As I said, we're already in overheated market again. So we have started too high on the RSI. So there isn't that much room for us to actually grow. You can see that already now. I mean, here you had so much room to go, right? Actually, that was already 2x here from where we started that pump. That was already, maybe even more. But we came here, and then we took the RSI. Now we could still go up. We had that bearish divergence, so we could still go up while the RSI was going down. So that might happen again. We could still go up from here, bring the RSI down just by losing momentum a little bit. At some point, then there will be further consolidation, or maybe even already that blow off top. So yeah, that's pretty much my take on SHIB. I don't take that pump too seriously. I think it is pump and dump, but it's certainly impressive what SHIB is doing here. And as I said, I own some SHIB. I'm not hating it in any way. I think it has its place, in the crypto space. Just want to make you aware, of course, of the risks. Because going in now, in my view, the potential. Many people only see those crazy price increases now, but the potential to go in here now, you won't get a 10x out of it. Yeah, there are many other coins with solid fundamentals, where you realistically have a chance for a 10x, but with SHIB, but just by market cap, you just don't have the possibility. Okay, that's my view. Hope you liked that update. If you did, please smash the like button, and if you want to follow me on this crypto journey, please subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.